Toxic Filipino traits. Filipinos are known to have good qualities all over the world. But let's face it, Filipino people also have annoying and bad habits that sometimes give the country a negative reputation. These habits not only pull us down personally, but the entire nation as well. Here are some toxic Filipino culture and traits. First off in our list is the Bahala na attitude. The belief of trusting in divine providence or leaving everything to the hands of fate. It is a Filipino's way of avoiding rationalization or good reason. While this trait can sometimes be helpful in times of adversity, if it is used to evade your responsibilities, which some Filipinos tend to do, it is already toxic. Second is the procrastination or MAñANA habit. A habit of leaving for tomorrow what can be done today. They tend to postpone their actions for a later time, thus reducing accomplishments. Filipinos are fond of saying bukas na lang or sa susunod na lang due to laziness. This arises from a slack mentality that the problem will eventually go away by itself. Third is the crab mentality. Filipinos tend to possess this mentality, especially when they feel insecure. In a way, crab mentality also promotes an unhealthy competition. Instead of doing things that could help one another, Filipinos tend to devote so much of their time gossiping and backbiting. It is their way of deviating people's attention on their inadequacy by focusing on other people's faults. Filipino time. Filipino time refers to the Filipinos' own unique brand of time, which is known to be minutes or hours behind the scheduled or standard time. It is a dreadful habit that needs to be stopped as it hinders productivity and progress. Not to mention that you're not only wasting your own time, but other people's time as well. Noong panahon namin, or during our time. This trait is characterized normally by someone who is way ahead of our generation and keeps on comparing the things and so-called truths of their time with the younger ones. Whenever there is something that deviates, he or she sees it as something not right. Bakit hindi mo gayahin si... Or why don't you be like... This trait is characterized when you are being criticized for something and they want you to emulate someone who exhibits something they are looking for. In the end, you get compared to. Excessive utang na loob. This trait is characterized by expecting that all the good favor you provide or show to someone gets returned back to you. Utang na loob has been ingrained in our Filipino culture. It makes us think that we have to return the favor to the person, especially if they extended a big help for us. English as basis of intelligence. This trait is characterized of putting judgment as to a person's intelligence merely by how well he or she speaks in English. Those are just a few. In the end, it is important to remember that as a Filipino people, we may have many positive cultural traits, but at the same time, some parts of our culture can be toxic. What can we do now is hone the positive traits and correct the negative, so we can be the best Pinoys we can be.